Cancel.
Schweezy.
All right, so our first article we got here is from the Roy's Report. Hi, Julie. We haven't met. I don't know why I call you Julie, but I do need to. I don't think you're checking out this show, but I do want to. We do need to chat some. I want to talk to you sometime. So back again with our favorite little rascal.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Not that little rascal. Not that little rascal either. Mike Bickle. I don't have any sound drops from Mike Bickle. I could get boo. I need to get like a boo sound effect, and I'll be like, "That's Mike Bickle right there." Actually, this kind of involves him, but this involves someone else from the International House of Prayer in Kansas City. So let's jump into this. IHOPKC disputes allegations its director covered up rape.
Here's something to think about.
The International House of Prayer, Kansas City, is disputing an allegation against IHOPKC's executive director, Stuart Greaves, pressured a woman not to go to police about an alleged rape. The allegation, dating from 2014, was included in an article The Roy's Report published last month. The Roy's Report reported a woman claimed that Greaves questioned her account in several meetings with her and didn't provide care. The woman also said Greaves pressured her not to report the matter to police, saying police wouldn't believe her and it would only result in bad press for IHOPKC. The Roy's Report's policy is not to identify alleged victims of sexual assault unless they request it. For this article, the woman asked that we refer to her as Veronica. Don't do that to victims, Schweezy. To dispute Veronica's story, IHOPKC released screenshots of portions of an email thread from 2018, 4 years after the alleged rape. The Roy's Report asked for the complete thread, but a statement from IHOPKC's executive leadership team indicated internal organization emails are confidential. IHOPKC sent the excerpts to show that the woman was threatening to go to the media to twist arms, as the statement provided by spokesperson Lenny LaGuardia put it. The screenshot also purportedly showed that senior leaders had documented a version of the facts that contradicted Veronica's. Based on the emails, LaGuardia, an executive leadership team member, asked the Roy's Report to retract Veronica's story and to cease and desist from any reprinting of these baseless allegations. The Roy's Report did not find that the incomplete email thread disproved Veronica's claim and did not retract the story. LaGuardia also gave the Roy's Report an affidavit for longtime IHOP Kansas City staff member Donna Edwards, calling parts of Veronica's account into question. In response, Veronica disputed some of the affidavits. The Roy Report also spoke with Veronica's former roommate and her ex-husband, who corroborated portions of Veronica's story. The Roy's Report has also learned that Edwards has several potential conflicts of interest. Edwards' husband, Robert Edwards, also works for IHOP Kansas City, and former IHOP Kansas City COO Jonathan Hall told the Roy's Report that Robert Edwards participated in meetings with Greaves and Veronica about the alleged rape, according to emails Hall received. Veronica previously told the Roy's Report that those meetings were so oppressive, she recanted her allegations to make them stop. Robert and Donna Edwards also have 2 children employed by IHOP Kansas City. One of them, Misty Edwards, is a well-known IHOPKC worship leader. She also serves on IHOPKC's executive leadership team and as Mike Bickle Products Director. According to an IHOP Kansas City employee list published in October, Misty Edwards was one of the 2 women who reportedly were named by an advocate group as victims of Bickle's clergy sexual abuse, and she has publicly denied any abuse. Bickle's IHOP Kansas City founder is facing allegations that he sexually abused multiple women over several decades. One of these, Jane Doe's, told her story exclusively to the Roy's Report, saying Mike Bickle used prophecy to abuse her from 1996 to 1999. Bickle has admitted inappropriate behavior with Jane Doe, but denies abuse or the more intense sexual activities that some are suggesting. The Roy's Report also discovered that IHOP Kansas City fired Veronica's alleged rapist for alleged sexual harassment and insubordination in 2013, the year before the alleged rape. Former IHOP Kansas City Media Department head Carolyn Marischler, the man's boss at the time, confirmed to the Roy's Report in IHOP Kansas City had fired him. I just know that at least one of the women that worked at the same time as him was uncomfortable around him. Marshler said, despite the IHOP Kansas City rehired the man months later to work in the bookstore, Marshler said she didn't know it until later. There's no communication between departments. She said, at least when I was there and I was a department head, I never had a clue about someone's previous history in IHOP. If something happened, there's no reporting of any of that. Marshler said the man served in Night Watch, the overnight prayer ministry, when he worked for her and also followed his firing. There it is again, that funny feeling, There it is again, that funny feeling, huh? Okay, so this idea that, there's someone in the church. Thank you, autofocus. We might have to turn autofocus off. It's a weird coincidence, you know. Remember when the Catholic Church... What the fuck is going on with your... Remember when the Catholic Church, when they got caught for doing, shitty things, and, I have no shame in saying fuck Catholics, fuck this autofocus too, So yeah, I have no problem saying fuck Catholics because, like, it's like, don't you, like, as someone said to Bill Burr, don't you think you were going a little harsh on those Catholic jokes? And then he said, don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? And I have to agree. Yeah, the Catholic Church did go way too far in regards to the bullshit they do. And here's the thing with the Catholic Church, like, hey. So, I don't know if there's no actual, way to prevent shit like this, especially to kids and to other adults, because a lot of times, like, these people are first offenders, when it comes to shit like this. So, there's no way to really fully stop it. We can just show, like, examples. I'm like, this is what'll happen if you decide to fuck around and find out. And it seems like, in most jobs, unless they really want to keep that person, if you in normal jobs, what'll happen is they'll just get fired, and then they have their lawsuits or whatever. Because, like, a lot of times, like, normal sexual harassment shit, especially with there's proof and shit like that, and just showing that, and they're like, okay, and hold people accountable. The thing with, like, the Catholic Church, they never held anyone accountable for their bullshit. What they did, they just moved people around. It's like, oh, so apparently this guy has a problem with, some of the kids around here don't like that they're being touched by this priest. We're going to move them to an area where the kids won't mind that they're being touched by the priest. And, like, I don't know what child sees, like, a guy who's like, I'm going to go into ministry full time, and just thinks, like, oh, fuck, I want that grown man to fondle my wiener even though I'm not even into them. And that's the thing. It's just showing more and more, like, first of all, when someone's bringing, like, a claim of, like, sexual assault forward in any case, you have to take, those assault, you have to take it seriously. And usually when you're trying to, like, hear someone's story or side of the story, unless you're, like, a lawyer or some shit like that, and you're, I know, like, in regards to, like, most things is, you're hearing someone's story, and in my mind, I'm just like, I'm going to listen, and I just want to hear your story, and you know what? If I need to look and, disprove something of your story, or, like, find holes in your story, I'll look for that. But, like, this is what they do. They twist arms, they're like, so a woman was like, hey, I'm not a big fan of this dude sexually assaulting me, this guy that you hired and who has power over me. I'm not a big fan of that. And when someone comes forward with that and your response is, get them to not talk, get them to just forget about this and leave it behind. I know you think that's the easiest thing to do, but really, that's just cutting corners. At the end of the day, you need to hold people accountable. I don't know, because you want to like start some sort of thing where you're just like, I think that Christians, especially those who work in ministry, we need to have accountability for those people. And, you say stuff like that, and like, a lot of, you meet a lot of Christians who are like, no, that would just make it worse because then it'd just be a witch hunt. I'm like, I can't speak for other countries, but I can't speak for the United States. Christians in the United States, you are not being persecuted. No one is trying to murder you for your religious beliefs, Christians at least, for, in the United States. No one is doing that. You are not a martyr. If you were born in the United States and you live in the United States and you claim to be a Christian, you'll never be a martyr. The guy, all of Jesus' apostles, minus one of the Jews, then they all like got murdered for their support of Jesus. There's no situation in the United States where you're gonna get murdered just for believing in Jesus. So it's just that. It's just a lot of Christian, at least American evangelicals. They just love playing the victim because it's, you always want to root for the underdog, so they try to make themselves the underdog. I remember when they made it like, oh, Walmart wouldn't sell anything Christian. Walmart wouldn't do that. They're of the world. Walmart sells so much fucking Christian shit. Walmart doesn't give a shit about your religion. What Walmart's going to do is what's best for them. And they're going to sell Christian shit, and they're going to sell LGBT shit. They're going to, when it's Pride Month, they're going to sell that shit. And then it's off. If it's near Easter, they're going to sell some Christian shit, and then it's going to be off the shelves. They don't care. And it's like, and then also you realize at the same time I was told that Walmart's not Christian. All their CDs, like, they don't have like the parental guidance suggested, the cool little label on every album that lets you know it was a good fucking album. That was like a sign you're like, this album is fucking good because they said cuss words, which means they do not care about society, or I don't know. Anyways, so what does it say? What is it about the IHOP Kansas City that just makes all these men just want to be like, fuck, I just have to fuck everything? Like, these guys are like sex addicts. Like, I'm not saying addicts or anything, but like, I hear once I opened this can of worms that is Mike Bickle and everything in between, like, these people cannot keep it in their... Is there something there that just makes everyone want to fuck each other? I don't know, but... I don't know. But anyways, though, is this something that's new? This is showing that like they've been hiding sexual abuse forever, and they probably have a plan in place. I bet there's some bylaws or like that there's on someone's computer. I guarantee on someone's computer at IHOP at the International House of Prayer in Kansas City has like a policy for what you do when someone comes out about sexual assault. I guarantee on someone's computer there's a policy about it. There has to be. Like, this happens so much. Like, almost every problem and every controversy they've had, about 80% of them have involved sex somehow, And you think, and it makes you wonder, like, hey, aren't the Christians the one to be like, wait until marriage and then have sex? That's when you have your sex, is after marriage. But not if you're gay and shit like that. And then these people are like having gay sex and fucking just trying to sleep with other women and all god awful things are doing to women at this place, Same shit, different toilet every single day. Every day. It's every day, bro.
Thank you for watching this clip. Watch it again or watch something else.